Welcome. This is the Branding Breakthrough Challenge. We're broadcasting day 5. Congratulations for making it this far. I want to thank you again for taking the time to show up to the session today. Even though I believe that I've taught you a lot, I do believe that you have everything that you need to nail your channel unique formula, create your new brand, and continue moving forward. However, I don't want to leave you hanging by not wrapping up everything that we learned together. Also, I'm going to teach you some new ideas. So this never stops. I'm very excited. And we're going to start by doing a recap of what's been happening in this 5 days challenge. So let's take it easy. Like we know each other to some extent, so we can take it easy. We're friends now, even yes, we're friends. Let's get into the recap. Before I do that, I would love to see who's here. If you are in the chat, I'm gonna be checking the chat on my phone. If you're in the chat, just say, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna open YouTube. Hey, here, ready to go. Oh, nice. Well, let's get started. Everyone else is gonna continue joining, so if you're caught in the middle of the recap, you'll be super fine. So there's gonna be some new information going out, new learnings, and I'm excited. Well, let's get to the important part, the most important part about the day one, and that is 1 second. You probably are familiar with this concept. You've heard it time and time again. We are here in order to nail our channel branding. Channel branding is, to me, the soul of your content. That means that is the one thing that has the biggest impact on everything that you do in regards to your channel. As you know, there are other factors in your channel success, like video ideas, titles, thumbnails, video editing, all of that. Obviously, you need everything. And unfortunately, you need to get good at all of those things in order to be successful. But the one thing that has the biggest impact over the many activities that are involved in content creation is your branding. It is the most powerful thing. Why? Because it's a big idea that people subscribe to. People don't subscribe to titles and thumbnails or videos. People subscribe to big ideas. If your big idea is strong enough, you will start attracting audiences to you. Isn't that great? I like to also see channel branding as the unique answer to the question, what is my channel about? You learned by now that there is a default answer to this question, which is to say that your channel is your niche. So you could say cooking, video games, product reviews, but that is not really the complete representation of what's really going on in your channel. Because if that was the case, you would have a channel that is no different from the other thousands, if not millions, who are in that same niche. We talked about my journey. Remember that? Okay, the 5 reasons why channel unique branding is the one strategy. So we talk about what it means to stand out. You know exactly what that is. And channel branding helps you achieve that. Then we also talked about congruence. And congruence means that your channel unique branding, which is your big idea, helps all the other elements in the content creation process to fall right in place. When you achieve congruence, you have people coming back and you have people knowing what to expect, but in a good sense. Because when they recognize something, they will start to like it. And when they like it, they will start to know it. And then when they know it, they will like and ultimately trust it. And that's what you want for your channel. Talked about consistency, having this ability to create content with ease because of this last congruence reason. When everything is aligned, creating content becomes easier and more enjoyable. 4, getting creative. This is extremely important because a lot of creators are holding themselves back because they think that their world, their passion is already saturated. But when you get creative, you can stand out, you can overcome the many barriers that you think you have, like having limited time, money, and connections. This is not to deny that a lot of people have those disadvantages, but by getting creative, you can overcome them. Then we are the 5th reason channel branding is the one strategy, is the idea of combination lock. In fact, I would love to tell you what it is again right now, but we're going to touch on that topic on day 5's content. So we can leave it at that at the moment, and we can touch on the day 2. So this is my favorite chart of the whole challenge. I hope you remember this one well. I know we've seen it on day 2, but this is the framework. The channel unique formula is the strategy, the one strategy that is going to help you make consistency pay off. And it's made up of 5 ingredients: niche, audience, creator, tone, and structure. By now, you are familiar with all these concepts. We've been beating up these ideas quite a bit in the last couple of days. And today is no exception. So we're going to touch on the definitions and we're going to take things to the next level. What I remember well too is that on day 2, you had the task of figuring out what your current unique formula was. And fortunately, some of you agreed to let me review your channel branding. And that's some of the work that I did yesterday. And today I will do even more. And for some of you who didn't get the chance, it's totally fine. You will always have another opportunity, but also you have enough insight, enough tools to not only understand your channel formula, but also to improve it, take it to the next level. That is really the biggest thing about day 2. On day 3, we talked about creativity being the secret weapon, people who are restricted by money, time, and connections. And most importantly, we went over the 5 tools of channel unique branding. As you remember, as you know, each of the 5 ingredients of the channel unique formula corresponds with 5 different tools of branding. They are right here on screen: the hybrid niche, the targeted audience, your unique perspective, that's you, the unexpected tone, and the unexpected structure. When you put all of this together, you can come up with a very unique idea. As I said, it's not a matter of how creative you are, even though I know you are creative. It's a matter of using what you already have and unleash your creativity with the power of these tools. And if you showed up to day 3 or watched the replay and took action, you should have all the ingredients that you need to create your channel unique formula. So that was exciting. And I love day 3 because we took so much action. I gave you a lot of instructions and examples for you to work with. If you don't have your channel unique formula yet, it's not too late. In fact, it's never too late. So just go and get it done. Do you need extra help? Shoot me a message and we'll figure something out. On day 4, we talked about some interesting ideas. So I would love to open this again. We talked about how the algorithms and competition matter less when you know your goals. we understood the impact that your personal goals have on your content strategy. Remember, this is a personal thing. You can't define success by what other people say. You have to define yourself define success on your own terms. We talked about what we think the enemies of content creators are. That is niche saturation and the algorithms. And I would like to actually be more specific and say the unfair algorithms. They are not promoting our content. What can we do? On that day, that was yesterday, we overcame those things and we actually got to the bottom of the problem. The root cause is that your worst enemy is beating yourself up. Fortunately, that is something that you can change once you understand the nature of this bad habit. We talked about the numbers dilemma, why success in numbers is not always success in reality. And we also helped you overcome the issue, the problem, the maybe bad habit too, of comparing yourself to others. I introduced you to the concept, to the many damaging to the many damaging effects of the numbers dilemma, punishing yourself, illusion, misdirection. I also introduced you today a concept, one of a kindness. There I had a crazy idea. It's not really like crazy, but honestly, it just made me smile. And that is to make a shirt with this definition. If you're into getting your word of a kindness shirt, let me know in the chat. That would be awesome. I'm not promising you will get it soon, but I just want to know what you think. I find this concept extremely important. It teaches, it's a life lesson that says a lot about who we want to be and basically be completely reluctant to accept put downs and beating yourself up. And we talked about the 3 paths to becoming successful without counting views and subscribers. So you know how damaging that can be. That's where the numbers dilemma comes from. And there are 3 paths that are not about getting millions of views. Also, I just want to clarify something in case anybody misunderstood. If you follow these strategies and so many others that I've taught in different occasions, you are supposed to get more views and subscribers. Don't get me wrong. The thing is that you don't need millions. You don't need millions to be successful. You don't need even 100,000 to be successful. Like, you need a lot less views than you think to be successful. If you are getting like 10 views per video, like you have a problem, right? Even in my own standards. But the key here is that if you know somebody who got 1 million views on a video, don't think that they're better than you. Honestly, today I'm going a little bit off topic, but I think it's important. Today I read something that it's one of those marketing things that piss me off. And the worst part is that some of the people that I really admire do that constantly. And I received an email saying, oh, I'm going to tell you about this guy who built a website who's making, and he made, since he built it, he made like, I don't know, a ridiculous number, like $60 million. And everybody would saying, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's amazing. He must be a genius. And even this influencer himself says, oh, he must know something that you don't know. He must really know. He must really understand what he's talking about. You probably, even using a small webcam, like you see me right now, you get the sarcasm from on my end. And honestly, I'm already programmed to never be impressed by numbers, because you never know. And I was right this time. I saw the key. I was reading this, it was an email, right? The story continued going on and on and on. And then it turns out that this guy, that's real estate. And I don't want to give you too many details, but the reality, apparently his best product was an investment, like a $175,000 investment. I don't want to give too many details because I don't want you to know where I got the email from. That wouldn't be appropriate. But the point is, dude, you're in an industry where millions of dollars go back and forth like nothing. I mean, there are people killing themselves to sell a $100 product, and you're telling me that a guy who's in real estate is a genius making $60 million in I don't know how many years. That's total BS. Honestly, if you want to upset me, there are a lot of ways to upset me, as you can tell. But if you want to upset me, tell me that somebody has been super successful in business or on YouTube by selling real estate. Honestly, dude, I mean, in many of the big cities in the Western world, you can buy a home for 500K or 1 million like nothing. And for some reason, these people get compared with somebody who sold a $1,000 course to 1,000 people and made his million. They're completely opposites. Even if the guy who was selling the course made 100 times less the money, he's still way smarter and more resourceful than the real estate guy. I hope there are no real estate agents in the audience. That would be very awkward. But I just want you to know not only what I'm about, but also how you should not be deceived by numbers. I went crazy. Where was I? So I'm glad I had the slides right there. So I always can bring myself back to focus. I hope you did enjoy that story though, because it really says a lot about how deceiving numbers can be. And there are a lot of people out there who know how deceiving numbers can be and use it to their advantage. So don't fall for that. Back to the positive stuff, there are 3 paths to becoming a successful content creator without counting views and subscribers. And those are using your channel as a professional portfolio. I was happy to see yesterday's channel review when we had our spray paint artist doing all those canvases one after another, after another, after another. He had so many videos. And that is exactly what a professional portfolio looks like in the form of a YouTube channel. So Joey, kudos to you. The second path is to use your channel as a networking tool. So you never know who's going to find you. And you can be passive or active about it. You can simply wait for somebody to find your videos and say, oh, this guy is awesome, I want to work with him. Or you can purposely reach out to influencers and companies or hang out in their chat or in their comments and present yourself and create that relationship. And you'll never know what kind of partnership that can turn into. So that's a great path as well. And the last one is to use the channel to offer your products and services or somebody else's products and services in the form of affiliate marketing. So all of these ones can make you fulfilled and can pay you well, so you know. So we talked about all these ideas. That's great. That's great. This is the channel breakdowns. Okay. It looks like that's the recap for all the 4 days. So that's how much you learned and how much you've done. I want to congratulate you again. We're gonna get into day 5. All right, new stuff. So welcome to the last day. Let's see what we have in store for you. You're gonna love this. So we're gonna put it all together. Come up with video ideas for your brand. In other words, this is your next step. I thought about this quite a bit about what I was going to present. And I thought that this was a great way for you to keep the momentum. So if you have 5 ingredients for your channel unique formula, which pretty much means that you have a channel unique formula, now I want to give you some extra steps for you to start getting into the video creation phase. And that is coming up with the actual video ideas. But first, I want to talk to you about other things. So this is the channel unique formula, like 2.0. So your niche is a hybrid niche. Your audience is a specific audience. The creator has a unique perspective on the branding. A tone is an unexpected tone, and the structure is an unexpected structure. So every channel has these 5 elements, but when you power them up using the 5 tools of branding, this is what it looks like. I like the 2.0 upgraded chart. I'm going to talk about another upgraded chart in a second. Now, next steps. So you have your channel unique formula. We established that. Here's the 3 next steps for you. And this is a strategy. This is actually the big picture of how you should approach your YouTube channel once you have your branding nailed down. Somehow, I felt like I should be looking at the chat. I would love it. Oh, I'd like to remember to understand the context of that. Thank you, Dr. Debbie. Yeah, maybe my spider senses told me to check the chat. Let's see. These are the next steps. 1, come up with video ideas. So that's where we're headed, right? 2, publish your first 5 videos. 3, tweak and test. I want to clarify that publish your first 5 videos means your first 5 videos under your new channel unique formula. I know that many of you are not new YouTubers, so I wanted to just clarify on that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this 5 videos idea. So why 5 videos, you may ask? And I love to use the term experimentation. That is key for you to success. So these are some mindsets at the same time. YouTube is about experimentation. It's not about listening to your favorite nerd, YouTube nerd, and then say, okay, I'm gonna do what he says, and I'm sure I'll be successful first shot. You know that's not how it works. Ideas can be great, but they need to materialize before you know if you love them and if they work. So those are your 2 cues, your 2 main clues, actually, to know if you want to stick to that channel unique formula. This is not going to be perfect because we are limited to how much we can predict, right? If I had a whole team of anthropologists and movie directors, and like if I had access to 20 geniuses about entertainment and marketing, maybe I can better predict if a channel unique formula would blow up. However, most of us, I could be wrong, but most of us don't have that kind of access. So we have to test more than they do, right? Anyway, you will know when you see your first videos come to life. So this is key. An idea can look great on paper, but you're not gonna need to make some videos in order to understand if that's really the idea you're supposed to go with. The first video you publish under your new brand is not going to be perfect. I want to emphasize this 3rd bullet point. Your new channel unique, your new brand, let's keep it like that. Your new brand is going to make you create videos in a way that you didn't before. That means that you're not going to be as sharp in your first attempt. That's why my recommendation is to do a whole 5 videos to really understand. Because if you do the first one and it's a screw up, it is too soon to think that you have to dump the idea. You will want to earn some experience and get used to the new video style you created for yourself. So remember, 5, it is not really a fixed number, but it's helpful. Okay, 1 video is very little, 2 videos is almost too little as well. So go for the 5. We have to be patient. If you're being patient, if you're the kind of person who came because you want consistency to pay off, you can manage this delayed gratification. Okay. So let's make it happen. But the coolest part is what's coming next. Combination lock. Tweak and test. The combination lock as a strategy, as a mindset, is going to, I think I'm going to say something blunt here. By following the strategies and embracing and implementing this combination lock concept, you're going to succeed. How can I be so confident about it? Well, let's talk about these 3 scenarios. So we talked about creating your 5 new ideas under the new brand. And now we are going to find ourselves in 3 possible scenarios after video 5. Scenario number 1, you love it and it works. So this is the best possible scenario. That means that you enjoy making this type of videos. You are attracting a certain audience to you, no matter if it doesn't matter if it's not super big, right? If you're getting like whatever the number it is, 500 views in your first week, 1,000 views in your first week, it doesn't have to go crazy viral or anything. So you have determined that it works well enough, and your job is going to be to perfect this video style. Because as we said, in video 1, you won't be perfect, but on video 5, you won't be perfect either. You will be good at it. Okay. So continue perfecting this style, continue improving, and then you will continue attracting audiences to you. Scenario number 2 is you don't love it, whether it works or not. So it is possible, so you know, that you make these 5 videos and you don't love it. You thought in your head it looked great, and then you made the videos and you're not happy with that. You're not happy with the result. And again, it could work for the audience, but it doesn't work for you. And if it doesn't work for you, you're not going to enjoy the YouTube journey. YouTube journey becomes a pain, and that's one of the big things that we are trying to avoid. So what do? You take 1 or more of the ingredients in your channel unique formula, and then start the process all over again. So you're going to take your unique formula the way you have it, and then you're going to take 1 or 2 ingredients, replace them with something new, and test again. That is exactly what I said on day 1 when I was explaining the combination lock. So you tweak some numbers, which you know what their names are, and you test again. And then we see what we get. Scenario number 3 is that you love it, but it doesn't work. This sounds painful, but it could happen as well. So you're happy with what the videos you're making. They look great. But you're going to have to make some kind of changes. So again, you will make your 5 videos. You're going to look at some of the things that you think could work better. You know, grab your log, turn some of your numbers, and do another test, another round of 5 videos. And then you will have a new channel unique formula and your video style, which could be just as slightly different from the last one. I mean, it's up to you to make a minor change or a radical change. You want to make sure that there are still going to be some elements from your last channel unique formula. Okay, because the problem, one of the many problems that content creators come across when it comes to experimentation is that they are changing too many variables at the same time. And when that happens, you have no idea what works and what doesn't. It is just like real experimentation in the lab. Scientists change only 1 variable at a time because they know that the results that they got in the last experiment. And if they change 2 things, they say, and get a different result, they're going to go like, well, is it because of this change or this change, right? It's as simple as that. That's how science works. And that is the science of YouTube, my friend. There you have it. And when you think about it, this is how life works. When I shared with you on day 1 that I am a life coach, I have this background that helps me understand how to be successful in life in general. And so what I've done, that's why it's called YouTube coaching. It's not YouTube coaching because I know more than you and I will show you the path. That's not coaching, guys. Even though that's a big part of what I do, coaching is about taking the principles, the universal principles of success and adapting them to the specific topic. In other words, I have learned the principles of success in life, and I've adapted them to the YouTube journey specifically. So the combination log means that you are supposed to fail, that you're going to learn from failure, and that you're going to get feedback from that failure and adjust your efforts to try something new. When you look at success in every area of your life, that is what it looks like. Very excited about that. Before we get into the next idea, please let me know more about what you think about this combination log idea. One of my goals is to give you hope, give you practical tools, but also to give you hope. I hope I've done my work correctly. So let me know in the chat, what's your takeaway from the combination log idea? Who do we have in the chat? The shirt. Oh, the shirt. Did she look at my shirt? I would love it. Oh, the shirt. Oh, yes, yes, the shirt says one of a kindness. Exactly. Thank you, Dr. Day. Well, yeah, you'll be the first. You'll be the first to get it after me. Awesome. Let's get to the next idea. So we talked about how you should approach the channel unique formula when it comes to testing and tweaking. Now we're gonna get into some of your first ideas. So if you pay attention and take notes, you will have a great starting point for you to start creating videos. Let's continue. Last number 2. How to come up with your first 5 ideas. I'm about to blow your mind, so watch. You can take your channel unique formula. I told you it was important. And replace niche for relevant video topics in that niche. So it's gonna be messy, but this is how it looks. As you can see, everything else in this channel unique formula chart looks the same, except for the top. The top says niche, hybrid niche is crossed, and it says relevant topic plus secondary niche. So, and when you look at the top, the headline reads channel crossed off video unique formula. It's as simple as that. This is the part that I love because I go from the most abstract ideas to the theory, and from the theory to the practice, and then I just give you one last mind-blowing insight that makes everything that's complicated look easy. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be boasting myself. So that is what you do. You nailed your branding, you replace niche with relevant topics in that niche, and you have a video idea. Let's use an example. Let's talk about my channel idea. Channel idea is YouTube growth advice for intermediate YouTube creators. That's the audience. The perspective is that the unique perspective is that I'm a life coach, that I add certain elements of empathy, compassion to my unique perspective. The tone is usually inspirational and informative. Sometimes I do how-tos as well. That's structure. Structure could be how-tos, storytelling. That's more or less my channel unique formula. I am about to change it, by the way. That's a story for another day. And so what do? Simple. I replace the hybrid niche, YouTube growth advice plus life coaching, with a specific topic. And then I say how to create clickable thumbnails, for example, for intermediate content creators using an empathetic life coach and inspirational perspective, tone, inspirational, supportive, etc., informative, structure, step by step, how to, and showcasing like demonstration of how it's done. And there you have it. I mean, it took me a minute to come up with my first idea. That is not really the end of it. You could fine tune that idea and turn it into something even more valuable and unique, but you're good to go. That is good enough for me to start making a video. Then I can, do take some of the other steps, and get a title done, thumbnail, outline the bullets of my script, writing my script. I'm almost ready to go, really. And because of the foundation I used, my channel unique formula, I don't have to hesitate. I don't have to get super creative every single time. It doesn't have to feel like I'm starting from scratch every week that I want to create a new video. And I can do it again and again. How to write clickable titles, how to, doesn't have to be all how to, obviously. I can answer a certain question, like, is YouTube Shorts worth it? And that's all I need to do. Replace the need for a relevant topic, and then add all the ingredients that you already came up with when you use the 5 tools of branding. Is your mind blown? Now, if you're been posting videos for a while, which I think for most of you that is the case, take your challenging formula. I should have another slide that says assess assignments. Where did I put that? It looks like I didn't make it. Your assignment is to take your challenging formula and come up with 5 video ideas. So as soon as next week, you can start planning and recording your video under your new brand. Isn't that awesome? Now, because I'm crazy about helping you further, we're going to do some channel breakdowns. Before I get to that, we're going to look at the chat one more time. Okay. Amazing. Okay, let's hope Dr. Debbie continues to stay tuned, because your channel breakdown is coming soon. There we have it. We're going to do this work just like yesterday on day 4. And this is what's going to happen. I am going to take this person's channel, read the breakdown out loud for you, and then get into this person's channel to see all the elements be present in it. At the end of the breakdown, I'm going to give the content creator some recommendations. Sounds great? Deal. Okay, let's talk about Dr. Debbie Badawi. Fortunately, even though her channel is just her name, the banner is helping us understand her niche. The banner says, live the power of 3, discover ultimate health, wellness, and healing. Integrated Ayurveda medicine, herbal medicine, and energy healing. Okay, this is crystal clear. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Debbie works with me one-on-one, and his channel unique formula is just too perfect. It was very easy to analyze. Let's look at this niche: health, wellness, and healing, alternative medicine, personal growth. You get into that channel a little bit more, looking at the thumbnails and watching some videos, you will see the personal growth is there as well. So this is a hybrid niche. It's not super hybrid, but we clearly have 2 main ideas: alternative medicine and personal growth. Then we have audience, wide range of people who are seeking for health and wellness solutions outside of modern medicine. It is a wide audience. Then we have the creator. a PhD. That is something that is said in the name, doctor. Someone who overcame obesity. That is a very interesting angle. So that qualifies, if you recall the 5 tools of branding, the one called Unique Perspective, which talks about the creator, you could use this phrase as someone with a certain experience. So she overcame obesity. And that is quite the angle. Teacher, healer, coach. She has a lot of titles, as you can tell. Tone, inspirational, informational, entertaining. Structure. I came up with a term that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I invented it, but at least I received it as I was breaking down this channel. And it is brochure video. Plus how-to for herbal medicine. You will see what I'm talking about in a moment. It looks like this channel has a few types of videos, few styles, more than one. And that is not a bad thing. In fact, over time, once you nail a certain style of video, you will want to add more variations. That adds innovation to your channel. There's more advanced stuff, so don't worry about it. In others, I wrote some notes about her presentation style. We have voiceover, direct to camera, B-roll. She uses a lot of stock footage, to be specific. Visual designs, you will see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of Canva, like slides and all that. Overlay text and slides with words. Great. All right. Well, we're gonna jump into her channel, sorry. And then I'm going to share my recommendations for Dr. Debbie. Here's our channel. We have some videos. Let me look at the section video, the video section. So we have not just another affirmation. So that is one style of video. She has these affirmation videos where there's not a whole lot of a story going on. It's more like, reciting, certain words or phrases with music. You'll see that in a moment. Then we have these medicinal benefits of sweet fennel. So that's like a series thing. And then there are some other videos that are more on the entertaining side of things, like this one that says, why is this happening to me? And I remember from past videos, I think that anything before this is a type of content that whose branding is not super clear. It looks like we were testing a lot of things here and there. Well, I know that, right? So let's look at some of her videos to see all the elements of channel unique branding present. So you know what they are now, and we're gonna watch a video.
This is for you.
This is a type of video that is very artistic. And you don't have, you shouldn't see this in the most rational way. So as you can see, there's a lot of, like, it's quite the art, the way everything blends together. We have B-roll, overlays, music, affirmations, chanting, if that's the right term. And I would like to put that somewhere actually. Music, chanting. Actually, that goes here. There. Great. So you saw a lot of the elements present. As I said, that is one of the styles of videos that we have in this channel. There is another style of video that I decided to call brochure video, and we're going to have a look at that.
Add 2 to Let's Talk Sweet Fennel Essential Oil and Sweet Fennel Herb. Fennel can grow up to 6 feet in height and has delicate feathery leaves. The history of fennel use dates back to ancient times when Roman warriors were said to have consumed fennel to make them strong and ready for battle. Fennel has a distinct licorice aroma and taste. It can be used aromatically, internally, or topically. Sweet fennel is a traditional Mediterranean appetizer. It livens the palate, stimulates hunger, and primes the digestive system before eating. It is sweet, stimulating, and cooling. Stay right here. Let's talk some benefits. Sweet fennel promotes healthy digestion. It is calming, invigorating. It promotes healthy circulation and promotes healthy metabolic function. Hold on, there's more. Fennel detoxifies the blood, clears lungs of phlegm, relieves cough, acts as a...
I'm going to tell the truth. The production value is incredible, and I'm not responsible for all that. Still, that is the brochure video, how to for herbal medicine, that this channel covers. With that said, now we better understand everything that's going on in this channel. That's what the breakdown was for. I want to get to the recommendations now. I have a few recommendations here. There are various, I wanted to make this clarification. There are various types of videos which adds innovation to the channel. This is, again, this is an advanced strategy. But if you think like you need innovation in your channel instead of just beating up that channel unique formula over and over, you can still do that. In my opinion, the best approach to this innovation factor is to nail your channel unique branding when it comes to the actual videos, to publish your 5 videos, get into the scenario where you say, I like this and it works. And then you continue publishing videos, and then maybe after 10 or even more, you will want to add the innovation factor where you have multiple styles of videos. Because even if your channel unique branding is unique, once people get to know you, they might get tired of seeing the same thing over and over. That's why you want to exploit innovation. So it looks like Dr. Debbie has been doing that. Then my first recommendation is like a overarching theme that comprehends a lot of ingredients at the same time. I wrote creator, tone, and structure. Develop a new video style where we see more of the creative. I don't think you should dump any of these video styles. You have the affirmations with the soothing music, the B-roll, the overlay, like those are beautiful videos. And I'm sure they will serve your audience well. But I think, and then we have the brochure videos, which potentially can get a lot of views because it's evergreen content. And even if they are not getting a huge traction right now, it's the type of content that people will be constantly looking for. It's evergreen content, exactly. Develop a new video style. So I know that you're working on that, but this is something that I really want to continue nailing. so that you get a long form videos type where you have like a 10 minutes thing. And we need to see more of Dr. Debbie. That's the main takeaway. The last thing is regarding audience. You can choose a more targeted audience when it comes to their problems and their needs. What problems are you solving for them? And how can you stand out from others who serve a more generic audience? You will want to get your hands on the targeted audience strategy and see if you can get a little bit more specific. What I like about your method for health, wellness, and healing is that it's very comprehensive. But at the same time, this comprehensive aspect makes it target too many people at the same time. Something to think about and something to discuss. We'll definitely meet and talk about it, how you can improve your audience targeting. Those are my recommendations for Dr. Debbie Bodywood. Let's get to the next channel. I could be doing this all day. So the next channel is from a challenger. The name of the channel is Yummy Cash Food Recipes. This is a cooking channel. And honestly, I really enjoy doing this breakdown. It's not the first time I see this channel. We've had our one-on-one session a while ago, more than a year ago, I believe. And we had a great conversation. And I really enjoyed looking at your channel. But what I realized is that my perspective is different now. I have more knowledge, more experience, and I can give you even better insights than I did last time. Give me a chance. We're going to start by looking at the breakdown itself, and then we're going to visit the channel. Let's look at this. The niche is homemade cooking from Ghana and Africa in general. But I also noticed a couple of videos that covered keto-friendly food and gluten-free food. I'm going to give you a recommendation about that specifically, but I think that's our niche. The audience is a wide range of people who enjoy watching homemade food being made and want to learn how to cook. I also have a very important question for you to consider about it. The creator is a mother. I couldn't see a lot about the creator, but my best guess, she didn't say, I have a mother or these are my kids or whatever, but I will explain you why I decided to put that there. It was so insightful. Like, this is what I love about this work. I learn something all the time. I always learn something new. Tone, informational, descriptive, slow, welcoming pace, motherly. It's the first time ever I use motherly as a tone for a YouTube channel. And honestly, I hope you take this as a compliment. And we're gonna call you Yummy Cash because that's how you call yourself in the video. So Yummy Cash. It's the first time I use this term, but I think it goes so well for the way you communicate with your viewers. Structure is showcasing step-by-step recipes. Other notes, simple and easy recipes. Presentation style, notes, hands-on, that's what we see on screen. Showing entire cooking process, voiceover, soft editing, not too much editing, soft music, and voice. All right. So I hope you're watching here, Yummy Cash. And if you aren't, please watch the recording. We're going to visit the channel. So here they are. Today I was watching 3 videos to better understand the channel. The good thing is that most videos fall in the same channel unique formula, which is what you saw. And that is important too. The first thing that we want to accomplish, aside from uniqueness, standing out, and all that important stuff, is to achieve congruence. Just remember what I said about the combination lock. If you test too many things at the same time, you're never going to know what works or what doesn't. So what I like about this channel, which is a similar thing to what I saw in the two channels I reviewed yesterday, is that there is congruence. They're not changing too many things from video to video. Now, let's look at this a little bit of this video called Chicken Stew Recipe, the best Nigerian chicken stew.
This chicken stew doesn't make it to the Grammys, I no go gree. Hands down, the best Nigerian chicken stew you can ever make. A very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash. And to my returning subscribers, a very big, warm, cozy welcome back to the channel. So,
I told you.
let's begin to steam the meat. With me here, I have my clean cut chicken, and today I am using hard chicken. Feel free to use any chicken of your choice. I first go in with some bay leaves, followed by 1 seasoned cube. I like to go soft on steaming the chicken in this recipe, so I add in some chopped onions. And now I will add in about 1 tablespoon of salt and the almighty mix spice. Oh my goodness. Now the last thing to go in is water. Because I'm using hard chicken, I will add enough water to it to.
You just need to be enjoying yourself. That's a very good start. Well, I know you're not new, definitely not new on YouTube, but I appreciate that you're enjoying yourself while you're making the food. So you may be aware of the elements present, of the ingredients. I had to say, of the ingredients of the channel unique formula. So we have everything that's was mentioned here. As I said, there are a few videos that they don't fall in the overarching theme of Ghana and African food in general. There was one video here, green ice cream, healthy spinach ice cream keto. So you have a few things that don't completely align with the brand, and that will take me to the recommendations I prepared for Yummy Cash. Let's look at the next slide. See, this is what we have. Let me highlight them as I speak them. The first one is the niche. Try mixing fewer food styles. It looks like there are too many. It's not crazy too many, but it would be great for people to know you for one type of cooking that you do really well, rather than so many different ones. That is how you enter into the saturated market, the saturated niche that cooking channels are. So my recommendation is to try to settle for a certain type of food that is about one thing that falls under one topic. Then audience. So for the audience, the same thing I told Dr. Debbie, you will want to have a more targeted audience. It looks like your channel as it is aimed to a very wide audience. Pretty much anybody interested in cooking, who enjoys watching cooking or who wants to learn how to cook is going to be watching that channel. And that also puts you in, the saturation situation. So, and the easier way to escape saturation is to be unique. And now you know how to do it. You have the 5 tools of branding. One of them is targeted audience. Tone. This is very big picture stuff, what I'm about to tell you. Clearly define the goal for your videos. This applies to so many types of channels. So for everybody else who's watching, consider it, because this might be one of the missing pieces in your branding. Define the goals of your videos. Put yourself in the place of your viewers and try to understand what their intent is when they show up and see your videos. Do you want viewers to follow through and cook what you're cooking. So are you teaching them by, leading by example, or do you want to entertain them, or something else? So if you expect people to follow through, you will want to make sure that you have very detailed instructions. Give them a list of ingredients. Give them the proportions of everything that you're using. If you want them to cook like you cook, you will want to be very specific about it. And if you aren't, you can take the extra step and say, you can follow through this video, but all the details that you need to make this happen by yourself is in this PDF that I put together. Whatever resource, you could even make a longer video where you show all the stuff in super, super detail. But that comes down again to the goal of your content. Do your people enjoy watching you because they love your motherly tone? They love the food that you're making? They are entertained by the whole experience, or you're teaching them how to cook? Oh, I forgot an important detail from the audience. That is, yes, maybe you read it. I gave you some examples about it. And those examples are beginner cooks, new mothers or fathers, young adults who just moved out from their parents' place. You don't have to take those examples, but I want you to know that they could help you have a more targeted audience. So remember to define your goal so that we better understand what the tone and the structure is going to be. And lastly, the creator. We know very little about you. Complete a unique perspective exercise, 5 tools of branding, and let viewers know you. This is going to be so helpful because this is personality, 100%. If you're cooking, you can tell stories. You can say, well, my kids are going to enjoy this later, or this meal is my kids' favorites. Storytelling. I did say this yesterday, and I want to repeat it so everyone remembers it. Storytelling sounds like a big word, but a story can be you talking for 10 whole minutes. It can be a 2 hours movie, or it can be one sentence. You can also say how you learned it. I said, oh, I'm doing this like my mother. I'm doing this like my aunt. Or did you take classes? Oh, I learned this in my cooking class, and the first time was so hard and I messed up. And that is telling stories. I hope you found this helpful. And let me know if you want me to send you the breakdown via Messenger, I guess. And you'll love it. I think you will make some giant steps forward by taking these recommendations. I hope you enjoyed these breakdowns as much as I did. I'm going to need to plug my laptop for a second. Let me know in the chat what you got away from these breakdowns. So Yummy Cash and Dr. Debbie, did you find this helpful? Everybody else, did you learn something new that you may be able to apply to your own channel? Let me know in the chat and we'll talk. Always appreciate your insights. Thank you. Okay, awesome. I'm going to send a heart like I did yesterday. I still don't understand these hard things in the chats for YouTube Live, but that's okay. Right. Well, as you remember from day 4, that's it for the breakdowns. As you remember from day 4, yesterday we talked about a really important topic. I opened the doors for a unique opportunity that is going to help you master content creation. As you know, the channel unique formula is the soul of your content, is the foundation for everything that you build moving forward. But at the same time, that's not the only thing that you'll need in order to be successful. I would love to say that it is, And I know it's going to help you consistency pay off, but I want to do more for you. Even though I consider myself the big expert on branding and channel unique formulas, one of the most powerful strategies, I think that you could use a lot of help when it comes to the other phases of the content creation process. How to come up with ideas. You got a good starting point, but we can do better. Titles and thumbnails, etc., etc. In fact, today I came up with a very interesting framework. It's not really a new framework, but I was able to put it nicely on a slide. So let me talk to you about the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program. This is a 6 months coaching program, which is going to be the key for you to learn the art and science of creating content that attracts audiences and keeps them coming back. The methodology is coaching, teaching, and collaboration. And my comprehensive framework will give you all the strategies, support, and inspiration that you need to accomplish your content creator goals. This program is pretty amazing. And if you thought that you got a lot done in 5 days with me, you have no idea how far you'll go by sticking with me for 6 whole months. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. If you haven't seen the offer, you're in for a treat. And if you have seen it, please, please take action today. And this is the structure of the framework. Point number 1 is the big idea. So the strategy to take care of your big idea that people subscribe to is the channel unique formula. Then we have the content idea and research. That is the next step in the content creation process. And I have a framework called the Content Core Formula. It's going to help you create ideas that are valuable and unique for video, right? Then the title and thumbnail is the next phase. And I have a strategy called the little click magnet, which is going to help you craft clickable titles and thumbnails. Then the phase 4 is video planning. And we have 2 ways of taking care of that. I will teach you my perfect video structure, which is how you organize your videos to get the highest retention possible. Then video script writing, and that is how you get all the words that you're going to say and all the scenes for you to, again, achieve the highest audience retention. So keep your people watching, and then if you do everything right, you can have them, they will continue coming back to you. The last phase is video creation, which consists of recording and editing. So you probably understand by now that the big idea is the most influential part of your content creation success. But we're also going to have to take care of everything else. And that is the ideas, titles, thumbnails, video planning, and video creation. Fortunately for you, the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program has a challenge for most of these phases. Let's talk about it. What's inside the program? The program consists of 4 core challenges. The 21 video ideas in 21 days challenge. You probably know what that takes care of. The Click Magnet Designer 6 weeks challenge. So we spent 3 weeks understanding the human psychology behind clickable titles. Will help you craft very effective titles. And then on the next 3 weeks after, we're going to work on thumbnails. The Perfect Video Structure 21 Days Challenge. That's where I teach you my structure to make your videos the most valuable, the most unique, and that will help you maximize your audience retention for each video. Then we have the Video Script Writing Workshops 21 Days Program. That's where I will teach you how to write scripts that are unique, persuasive, and super entertaining. And the reason I designed this program in a challenge-based format is essentially because you need to practice these skills. When you look at most courses, and I have made this mistake myself in the past, most courses teach you one strategy every week. So you learn the first strategy, you barely understand it, you barely do it once at best, and then you're already hit with the next strategy because you didn't have any time to practice it. The goal of this 21 days challenge is that you can learn, implement, and practice, and not only practice, but actually get good at that phase of the content creation process. You will want to get good at crafting clickable titles. You will want to get good at writing your perfect video structure. That is why we have this challenges format, which I love. You saw this challenge, the Branding Breakthrough Challenge, and you will love the 4 core challenges of the Content Creation Mastery Program. Well, the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program is valued at $4,000. But this is not the only thing that you're going to get. Let me tell you more. Do you like Patrick? Do you think he's going to help you? Do you think he cares? Well, yes, yes, and yes. You get one-on-one coaching with Patrick. You will receive 1 session, one-on-one per month from yours truly. And these are some of the things that we can take care of while we meet in our one-on-one sessions. First is channel brand reviews. We can break down your channel just like I did today, but one-on-one. So we can make the experience even better and more dynamic, and we will nail your new brand. We can set clear goals by digging into what your heart desires most. As I said, I have experience as a life coach, and this is one of the things that I am trained to do from my education and experience. And remember, setting your goals, knowing what you want out of YouTube success is going to help you define your content strategy. You're also, in those sessions, you can also experience what I call a confidence breakthrough. This is again coming from my life coaching background. We can identify and then eliminate roadblocks so that you stop at nothing to realize your goals. This is big stuff. Remember, you are on a journey that nobody else is, where you want to get what you want by becoming the person who can get there. That is what confidence breakthroughs are all about. Then content feedback. This is the super fun part. That's where you and I review your ongoing projects, whether that is a thumbnail or videos or looking at your editing. We can do all that in a one-on-one session. Well, let's talk about it. The Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program is valued at $4,000. Getting 6 sessions one-on-one with me, Patrick, your YouTube coach, is valued at $1,200. So $200 times 6. That brings up the value of this offer to $5,200. And I also have way more than this, so stay tuned. You can get the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program session recordings. So you can take our group sessions and turn them into your own online course that you can follow at your pace. This becomes a life changer, a game changer for those who have trouble in schedules and miss live sessions. This is very straightforward. If you feel like you shouldn't be joining the program now because you don't have the time or you can't make the time, you can always follow the recordings. In worst case scenario, if you fall behind, if you get stuck, you still have the chance to book a one-on-one session with me. I'm not saying you should miss the live sessions, but you have the opportunity to make the best out of it, even if you can't make it to the sessions. These live recordings are worth $2,500. So what you're gonna get when you sign up today is the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program at $4,000. That is the 4 core challenges, 6 one-on-one sessions with your YouTube coach, and the Content Creation Mastery live recordings valued at $2,500. Again, that's the 4 core challenges that you can follow on your own pace. The value of the offer is now $7,700, but it doesn't end there. I wanted to make it really good. I mean, this is going to be a no-brainer by the time I'm done. You also will get access to Creator Connect. This is the group chat that allows you to have access to your YouTube coach and other committed creators 24/6. So I don't want to be bothered on Sundays. Actually, it's okay if you bother me on a Sunday, but I'm not very likely to respond right away. If you do decide to message me on Sunday, be that person, I will respond to you on Monday. Okay. You still have access to me 24/6, and you can receive feedback and answer your questions anytime, almost, and never feel alone in your journey as a creator. That is the biggest thing. You don't want to feel alone. We got your back. And look, you also have other creators, so don't forget that. You're gonna have a group of people who are committed like you are, and they can help you too. Now, what you're gonna get is even better than it was some seconds ago. The Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program, valued at $4,000. That is the 4 core challenges live. Then 6 one-on-one sessions with your YouTube coach, yours truly. This is valued at $1,200. The Content Creation Mastery Live course recording. This is valued at $2,500. You get the 4 core challenges to follow at your own pace. Then you have Creator Connect, the chat to connect with your YouTube coach and other creators. A while ago, I used to charge $200 per month for this. So you get 6 months for $1,200. And the value of the entire offer now is $8,900. But what if I told you that we have some cool bonuses for you? 4 to be accurate. 4 amazing bonuses when you sign up now. Actually, the real expiration date for this offer is this Sunday. So you have a little bit of time to make up your mind. Bonus number 1 is the Branding Builder chatbot, trained in the channel unique formula. So you had the opportunity of getting your hands on this when you were presented with a Challenger VIP offer. So if you missed out on that, this is not gone. You have another chance to get it. And I took ChatGPT. And it's almost like ChatGPT attended the Branding Breaks the Challenge sessions with us and incorporated everything into its artificial intelligence system. And now it's going to help you almost like I'm there. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm way better than ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is pretty genius. And now it's even smarter because I trained it in the channel unique formula. And the best part is that I can easily share that customized chatbot with you. That is going to help you come up with more branding ideas. It's going to help you evaluate your current idea or any new one you have. And it's also going to help you tweak and test your channel unique formula. So this is just insane. Everything that you're going to get so far is the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program, valued at $4,000. The 6 one-on-one sessions with your YouTube coach, yours truly, this is valued at $1,200. The Content Creation Mastery Live course recordings, this is valued at $2,500. Creator Connect, your group chat to connect with your YouTube coach and other content creators. This is valued at $1,200. Didn't put the comma there in the 1,200. Bonus number 1, the Branding Builder chatbot trained in the channel unique formula. So this little guy took me many, many hours to build, and I find it extremely valuable. So I decided to price it at $500. The total value of the offer is $9,400. But I didn't mention bonus number 2 yet. More AI, chatbot customization training, how to add your unique voice to the AI. I am going to teach you how to take ChatGPT and train it in a way that it talks like you. This is going to allow you to write such things as the outline of your video and your script. I even use it for social media, like I even use it for Facebook. a lot. Between us, that is one of my dirty secrets. A lot of my recent posts on Facebook were written by ChatGPT, but that's because if I spent so many hours training it to speak like I do. Isn't that crazy? So I would teach you to do the same. I would love to have done something similar to the brand builder chatbot, but because it's your voice, you need to learn how to do it yourself. Here's everything you're gonna get when you join the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program. You will get the core program. That's the 4 challenges valued at $4,000. 6 one-on-one sessions with your YouTube coach, Patrick. This is valued at $1,200. You'll get the Content Creation Mastery live course recordings valued at $2,500. It's a ton of sessions, trust me. Creator Connect, you will access this group chat where you can connect with your YouTube coach and other content creators 24/6. This is valued at $1,200. Bonus number 1 is your branding builder chatbot trained in the channel unique formula. If you thought that framework was important, this chatbot is gonna blow your mind. Bonus number 2 is the chatbot customization training so that you can add your unique voice to the AI, saving you hours when it comes to writing content. This is valued at $300, and the total value of the offer is $9,700. But as you know, there is 2 more bonuses. Next bonus is the content creation logistics training. Bring joy back to the YouTube journey. You know, I mean, we've known each other for a few hours. I'm your new best friend. So that means that you know how important it is for me for you to enjoy the YouTube journey. If it becomes a pain, you lose passion and you lose motivation and everything goes down the drain. So to avoid that, I created this training called the Content Creation Logistics Training. It's going to help you identify the different phases of the content creation process to figure out which phases you are best at and which ones take you too long to execute. Once we have that overview of what your process looks like, we can optimize, outsource, and also we can elevate your skills in any areas that you're lacking. That way you'll be able to create better content in less time. Isn't that amazing? This third bonus is worth $300. And what you're going to get by joining today or in the upcoming days is the Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program valued at $4,000. That's the 4 core challenges, live version. 6 one-on-one sessions with your YouTube coach valued at $1,200. The Content Creation Mastery live course recordings valued at $2,500. You will also get access to Creator Connect. That is our own messenger group where you can connect with your YouTube coach and other committed YouTube creators. This is valued at $1,200. Then you're going to get 4 amazing bonuses. We covered 3 so far. The Branding Builder chatbot trained in the channel unique formula. This is valued at $500. Bonus number 2 is the chatbot customization training so that you can add your unique voice to the AI. This is valued at $300. And the last bonus that you heard about is the content creation logistics training to bring the joy back to YouTube. This is valued at $300, increasing the value of the offer to $10,000. I hope you don't think I went crazy. Actually, I hope you think I went crazy. That's how much I care. Well, you want a 4th bonus. Do we all agree? You're gonna love this one. Your 4th bonus is the YouTube Analytics Training. How to read and gather data to optimize what works and tweak or eliminate what doesn't. This is a missing ingredient, so to speak, a missing piece from your test and tweak combination love mindset strategy. mindset/strategy. You will want to understand and know how to read and utilize YouTube Analytics. The good news is that YouTube Analytics looks hard, but once you know what you need to look at, it becomes so easy. So easy. It's crazy. I would love to share this training with you. I'll be super pleased to do it. And you will better understand what works and what doesn't. This is the final offer. So no more crazy stuff. This is the end of it. And this is everything that you're going to get when you join. The Content Creation Mastery Coaching Program, valued at $4,000. 6 one-on-one sessions with your YouTube coach, the one and only. Content Creation Mastery live course recordings, valued at $2,500. Creator Connect, your Messenger group chat to connect with your YouTube coach and other content creators. This is valued at $1,200. Your 4 amazing bonuses, starting with the Branding Builder chatbot, trained in the Channel Innate formula. This is valued at $500. The second bonus is your chatbot customization training. That's going to help you add your voice to the AI. And remember, the better you know your voice, the more effective you'll be able to train the AI. And you know your voice by using one of the 5 tools of branding, unique perspective. Bonus number 3, the content creation logistics training to bring the joy back to the YouTube journey. This is valued at $300. Bonus number 4 and last is YouTube Analytics training. This is going to help you read and gather data to optimize what works and tweak or eliminate what doesn't work for your content. This amazing training is valued at $300. The total value of this crazy offer I put together, honestly, it took me so much work and I'm super happy with what I got. And I can't wait for you to join. Total value is $10,300. The regular price, but there is a regular price. If you were to join this program outside of the Branding Breakthrough Challenge, you would have to pay $1,782, which is already a massive discount. It's 83% from the total value of the offer. However, I will do one better. Because of the Branding Breakthrough Challenge, because we've already invested quite a bit in this experience with me, your special challenge price is $997. That represents a 45% off the regular price, which is quite a discount. And if you have any hesitations about any money related hesitations about this, I turned this $997 opportunity into a payment plan. So if you're all in, you can join right now for as little as $332 with 33 cents. That is the offer. Thank you for sticking around till the end. If I don't think you need any convincing, I don't want to push anything. If you are all in and you say, okay, Patrick, I'm joining, your next step is to enroll now. The page, this is here URL, the URL for the checkout page. So go to tinyurl.com/content-creation-mastery. Let me repeat it because I got stuck a bit. Go to tinyurl.com/content-creation-mastery. The link should be somewhere in this live, or maybe it isn't, but if it's not, I will fix it. And join up if you are ready. If you're all in, I'm not going to spend another hour convincing you of anything. So you should know exactly what you want by now. And if you need to talk about it, you still have a few days. You can talk to the pillow. You can talk to your family, to your partner. And I find this coaching program one of the best things you can get. I want to tell you just a very brief story about why there is so much meaning behind this idea. I've gone through more programs than anybody. I invested $50,000 in programs, business, marketing, coaching, YouTube, and most of them were great, but none of them delivered on their promises. And there were too many reasons for that. And one of them is that I didn't get enough support. Not like I'm blaming them for anything, because some people need less support than me, and they are successful. But when you don't get what you need, which is support, strategies, customized advice, when you don't get all of that, all of the things that you need, you make it. That's exactly what I did for the content creation mastery coaching program. I knew there were so many things that I needed, and I decided to make them. So I fixed the mistake. I fixed my problem by trying to fix yours. So classic, selfless Patrick. Once again, you know everything that you're going to get. In my view, everything that you need to be successful is right here inside this program. So if you're all in, enroll now. You know the URL, tinyurl.com/content-creation.mastery. I will send you a few more emails until Sunday. But look, I want to make sure that this is the best decision you can make. I don't want you to be blind about these investments. So balance things out, talk to someone who cares a lot about you, and I'll be happy whether you join or not. So you won't be disappointing me if you don't join, all right? So thanks again for coming to the Brand Embracer Challenge. This has been epic. I don't, you have no idea how grateful I am for these challenges. It's something really huge. It is quite the challenge for myself. And I get to know you. That's the bigger thing. That's what I do. Get to know you and get to help you. And that's why I do what I do. As always, take care and keep creating. Bye.